Hey, you guys, I am back. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I want to make sure I have everything closed so that I don't have no interruptions because I want to be very clear on what I'm about to say here on this live. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I want to be very clear of what I'm about to say on this live here, okay? So I want to make sure I don't have no interruptions. Give me 1 second. Hold on, you guys. I just got to try to make this U-turn real quick. You know I'm driving. Okay, so I made a post, I guess sometime last week. I don't even remember exactly when. Responded to commentary. I'm hearing like a whole bunch of like distorted lies out here being told, information being distorted surrounding Rashona Landfair after the release of her book. And I had made mention in the post that I hope that she get a hold of some of these YouTubers who are doing some of this stuff. And I wish she would sue them. Like, a lot of them think that she's sitting back watching them. I wish she was watching them, because I wish she would watch them and sue them for some of the stuff that they say, along with some of the other victims in this case, right? I honestly do. So I made a post. Hey, Queen Keish, hey, boo. I made a post in reference to just some crazy, bogus, bizarre things being said about Rashona being a Mac, and she was macking everybody. She was sleeping with everybody and laughing and making fun and light of it and all of this bullshit. And then it was also a mention of that she was in a lesbian relationship with Drea Kelly, right? She got someone channel shut down good. Who? No, I don't know if she did or not. I wish she would, though. I wish she would, Queen Keish. But I would. Some of these people, they need to be sued. They need to be taken in, just like Milagro Grams. I didn't see some of these people be okay with how Meg took Milagro Grams, because some of these people are so starstruck. They think it's the opposite, but some of these people are so starstruck that they are always on the side of the star, and they don't realize that sometimes it's contradicting what they're actually saying. So I saw some of these people. You said it's all her fault. Exactly. Right, Queen Keish. Like, right. So I done seen some of these people like cheer Meg the Stallion on for suing Milagro Grams for what she was doing. But y'all sitting up here every day doing the same damn thing. I wish somebody go take y'all ass into court for some of the shit that y'all say, right? So I had made a post about that, and I mean that, and I'm serious about that, right? So a comment just came underneath that post from last week, and this is the comment is what I want to address. You said I heard a YouTuber. I'll send you the link. Okay, yeah, send it to me. I'm Queen Keish. So, she is suing a YouTuber. I didn't know that. I didn't know. The only thing I said is that I wish she would sue it. Maybe the heavens heard me or something. I don't know. From saying that, because I wish she would, right? So, because what they don't realize, effectively, they're going to end up having the same outcome that Meg Thee Stallion was able to have with Milagro Grams, because what Meg Thee Stallion's attorneys used to defend her was what was in court. And what a lot of these people are doing is misrepresenting stuff that was done in court. They are misrepresenting and spinning it the way that they want the narrative to sound from the transcript. It's not what the transcript says, it's with how they want it to sound, right? So somebody just came into my comment and put that wasn't a lie that she was in a lesbian relationship with Drea. She stated that in federal court. That is not what she stated in federal court. That is not what she stated in federal court. In federal court, she was asked the question, had she been involved in sex with Drea Kelly? And Rashona answered and stated, yes, because that is what he wanted. That she had sex with Drea at the direction of R. Kelly. Now, this is what is so funny to me. People accept her having sex with Drea, but they don't want to accept the direction of R. Kelly part. They say they have selective hearing of the part that they want to hear. You said no, not suing its channel. Okay, the channel shut down. Okay, yeah, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know anything about that, Queen Keisha. Yeah, send it to me and let me see what it is. I didn't know that. So yeah, they are so quick and eager to mention the sex with Drea Kelly part, the sex with Lisa Van Allen part, but they leave out at the direction of R. Kelly part. So while they sitting up there saying, oh, well, Sparkle, what time is she telling the truth? Well, what time is she telling the truth according to what you're presenting? Is she telling the truth when she's saying that she did these things with these women? Or is she telling the truth when she says at the direction of R. Kelly? Or is she telling the truth about all of it? Which one? That's why I said, while they sitting around thinking that they making other people look stupid, they making themselves look stupid. Do not do this with me. Don't do this with me. Don't come. I don't go on nobody else's page. I say how I feel on my page. I speak about it. I'm not interested in no base. I express and speak how I feel. Don't come over here with that. Don't do it. Don't do it. And you are selective. That is a lie. It is a spin on what was said in the court in order for you to try to make this girl look bad, over sexualizing this girl and still trying to take up for men. This is what patriarchy has taught women to do, to take up for men at any cost. While they screaming from the top of Mammy Mountain, because that's exactly what is happening. Her statement was not, I was in a lesbian relationship with Drea Kelly. She was asked, did she have sex with Drea? And the response was, yes, that's what he wanted, referencing R. Kelly. Why leave that part out? Why leave that part out? Because you don't want to admit to the R. Kelly part, because y'all still trying to make it like, some of y'all still trying to make it like she ain't never sleep with R. Kelly. Hey, Purple, how you doing? Wait a minute. Hey, Michelle. So what happened, like I said, Michelle, a couple of weeks ago, I made a post in relation to some comments from some commentary that I saw referencing Rashona in a very sexually derogatory way, and basically passing judgment on her sexual escapades, right? But not speaking about them in a truthful way according to what was being read in the transcript and what happened in the transcript. And then I mentioned about it being a lie, saying that the girl was in a lesbian relationship with Drea Kelly. Well, this week, someone decides that they want to come up underneath my post and challenge me saying that her being in a lesbian relationship with Drea Kelly was a lie. They want to challenge that. And it's not a lie. And they want to challenge it by saying that she admitted to it in the transcript. That is not what she admitted to in the transcript. She was asked the question, did you have sex with Drea? And she answered in the affirmative, and she gave an explanation. And the explanation part is the part that they want to leave off, because they want you to casually leave off everything that incriminates the person that they are in support of, while trying to make and degrade the people who are accusing him of doing those things. That's what they're doing. That's why I wanted to be clear. How I feel about what's being purported out here don't have nothing to do with R. Kelly. It has to do with the people who are purporting it. And they know they are being untruthful in their statements. They know they are throwing spin on it, because they will find any means necessary to try to get this man out of the situation that he's in. And I'd rather them be honest and truthful and say, we know we blatantly lying, than what they are doing. This is pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic. Hold on. My email is, you said right, that created your own narrative bullshit. They do exactly, Michelle. My email, Queen Keish, is send it to this one. CA, it's all lowercase. CAWAS, the number 4. Like, don't spell out 4, just the number 4. At iCloud.com. Send it to that one. Because, yeah, I didn't hear nothing about nobody's channel being shut down as a result of something. Yeah, I would be interested to read that and see that. But I just wanted to. I don't bother nobody. I come over here. I speak to my little people for fun. I'm not a content creator. I don't do content. I speak about how I feel about a thing. But when it comes to that child grooming, and that's why I went on my page and I posted all of these things of all of these Caucasian women who have been accused and convicted of doing things to children, grooming children, some of which they didn't get caught with until they were adults, but they still had to pay the penalty for. That's why I ran that down, because there's a lot of misnomers out here about who's getting locked up for these type of things, what type of time they're getting for these type of things. My thing is that the people who enjoy coming over here talking to me, I want them to be able to see that none of that is true. Yeah, a lot of people who commit crimes against children are getting off easy. They are. But there are a lot of people who are being, like, they are hammering down. They are coming down hard with the hammer on this now. And these Caucasian, I can keep going. If the amount of Caucasian people, women, and I did women on purpose, because that's another thing I want to dispel, that the people aren't going after women, that law enforcement and people aren't going after women. Down my timeline, you see a timeline full of Caucasian women who were arrested for assault against mostly male victims, male underage victims. One of the women, Caucasian women, it was a female victim, but the rest of them, they were male victims. They were male victims who were in the same age bracket as the victims that we are seeing in this situation. And the way that the law discussed those male victims is the same way the law discussed the female victims in the trial that we are talking about. Those women, one of the women, well, there's several of them. One of them haven't been sentenced yet. She can do up to 60 years, and they are going for 40. But one of the ladies, she thought she was going to get off. She thought she wasn't going to do no time. She came in there apologizing, saying what she plans to do with her children moving forward. And this particular case was the one in Bricktown, New Jersey. And the Judge Jill O'Malley in that case said, no, ma'am. You will not be going home to your children. You're going to be going to jail, not a treatment center. You're going to jail. You're going there for 10 years. You are required to serve 85% of that sentence, and you will not serve any of that sentence in a treatment facility. That's what she gave to that Caucasian woman. There are more cases with Caucasian women that I can continue to post. The amount that I posted was just a little bit. I can post many more. So to suggest that there are people who are not getting significant time for crimes that are being committed against children, that is not true. That is not true. Yes, there are situations and lots of situations where people aren't getting nearly as half of what they need to get. I don't agree with that. But there are lots of people getting significant time for things that they have done to children. So like I said, I'm not interested in no back and forth, no argument, no debate, none of that. I said what I said. Saying and characterizing that girl's situation as a lesbian relationship with Drea Kelly is a lie. That is a lie. The transcript does not support that. There's nothing in that transcript that supports that. It says they had sex. And I can guarantee you that if you tried to take into court that the transcript support that and let a judge look at it, I can guarantee they will agree with me, not with you. So take that somewhere else. That's all I wanted to say. You all have a great rest of your day. Queen Keisha, I love you. Yeah, send that over to me so I can take a look at it. And then I'll try to come back and talk to y'all later, because y'all know Carlissa over there. She I seen that a couple of minutes ago. She over there going off again about Blueface. And I caught a little bit of that. So I'll come back and talk to you guys. Hey, Justin B. Hable, why are we still wasting our time? Only reason why, because the person came up underneath my comment section, Just V. So I just wanted it to be clear. I'm not the one. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the back and forth. I know what you're saying is a lie. You're not going to get no play with me. This ain't no play on words, no spin, no back and forth. I don't believe what you're saying. You cannot convince me to believe that transcript say that. I know what it said. I listened to it and read it. The transcript don't say none of that. It don't say none of that. But I want to know why is it conveniently left out the direction of R. Kelly part or that's what he wanted part? Why you leave that part out? If you want character out, come on, let's go all the way with the narrative. Let's go all the way. Why you didn't say they was involved in a polygamous, polyamorous relationship? That would be more descriptive than a lesbian relationship. You disingenuous ass isolated to a lesbian relationship because you only want to put the emphasis on the women involved to continue to try to exonerate the person at the helm of all of this bullshit. That's my point. You said these people say I can't be bought. Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm even trying to move away from it because I don't even really want to try to talk about it no more. But I did post that last week, and like I said, what I said still stays. I hope that she sue the hell off of y'all. I hope she finds some shit and sue the hell off of y'all to prove what I'm saying in a court of law that what y'all alleging is being said in that transcript is a lie. I hope she do it for that reason alone. And on that note, I love y'all. Y'all have a good day.